8:15, the start of a new school year, a great time to really start developing some new healthy habits. And for school-aged children, one of the best things they can do is sleep, get enough sleep. Dr. Lisa Cottrell is a licensed clinical psychologist and a behavioral sleep specialist at the Sleep Wellness Institute. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
And Dr. Victor Moreno is a school psychologist with the South Milwaukee School District. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
This is interesting. We were just talking about this is really a serious problem. When you say that the typical teen needs 9 hours of sleep, and you start to begin how not even close to is that happening, right?
That's right. It's not typical for them to get that much sleep.
Okay, so the typical teen is not getting enough sleep, and a lot of times that'll show up in school, and you were saying you see the effects of that, right?
Yeah, I mean, I talked to one of my school psychology classes last week and asked a class of 30 how many are getting 8 or 9 hours of sleep, and only 3 of 30 kids raised their hand. And so, yeah, we do see the effects in school as far as, inability to focus and motivation and low grades, being irritable. I mean, it's just like with adults. If you don't get enough sleep, you don't feel good the next day. Yeah. And that's what we see with our kids.
All right, so Lisa, let's talk a little bit about, you mentioned irritability. That's one of the signs you say parents should really key into to see if their children are not getting enough sleep.
Right. I mean, we think about difficulty falling asleep, difficulty staying asleep when we think about insomnia. And if you're an adult, you can keep track of that yourself. If you're an adult with children, you may not know if your child is sleeping, and it goes undetected. So look for things like irritability during the day, daytime napping, anxiety increasing, impulsivity increasing, maybe depression, and decreases in academic and even physical functioning.
Yeah. And Doctor, you were saying this is so different, parents that are watching, because things have really changed in the last 20 years or so. Just think about how teens' lives are different today. You said they're sucking Red Bull in the halls. I mean, that's how they live.
Right. I mean, we see a big difference in the school setting. You know, we see kids who are drinking a lot more caffeinated products during the school day at night. I have a sibling who just graduated high school, and he would be up till 12, 1 o'clock in the morning on the computer, text messaging, watching TV, and my parents are asleep at 10 o'clock. And so that lack of parental supervision for teenagers is sometimes not always there with high schoolers.
So what should parents do?
Well, parents really need to draw the line. Yeah. It's really important for sleeping that all of these devices are turned off or taken away at least an hour before bedtime. So cell phones, computers, television, they all emit a wavelength of light that arouses us and keeps us awake, and it takes a while to bring that down. They need to be removed from children.
And I was just asking, so you should never, none of us, adults or teens, fall asleep with the TV on because it's that blue light?
That's right.
And so you're not getting the quality of sleep you need?
That's exactly right. Your brain wants to be awake when that light is around.
All right. Very good advice. Very something to think about if your child may be showing up, grades aren't what they should be, or acting out in school. Look at the night activity. Guys, thanks for being here this morning. Very good information.